Welcome back, everyone, to Real Talk Live TV with yours truly, Miss Cookie the Queen. Tonight is to me and to many others a very special night at Real Talk Live TV at Strong Island Television. We have the release of Strong Island Records, Mike Fuego, Anita Grinder. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys all tonight. We're going to have a listening. We're going to have you guys go into the chat. Make sure you give your comments. And then after the show, you go and cop that, all right? Make sure you go check that out. Anita Grinder, Mike Fuego on all digital platforms. Make sure you check that out. And before we get into anything else, let's give some sponsor love to our sponsors. First, we're going to start off with our family here, Strong Island Entertainment, where we are a family of music, television, films, and so much more, including our clothing line and our magazine coming real soon. So make sure you check that out. Much love to all my Strong Island family. And of course, super shout out to Easy Mo B, the legendary Grammy Award winning producer Easy Mo B. Go catch him on all platforms, all social media, the real Easy Mo B. Much love to you, Mo. And of course, we cannot forget my girl, our familia, Colors, each and every, I stand corrected, every last Sunday. Okay, that's right. Every last Sunday on Strong Island Television, it happened to me. That's Colors Show. Make sure you tune into that every last Sunday of every month on Strong Island Television. And of course, we are back, and I am so super excited to have you in the house, mi familia, Mike Fuego. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Your drop today.
Yeah, we here, man. We here, definitely.
Strong Island Records, you did it. You brought us over here. We got that, Strong Island Urban, so we bringing in that hip-hop. We're bringing in a little bit of everything, but I'm excited. Anita Grinder.
Definitely.
How you feel?
I feel great, man. Yeah, be sure to check that out. Anita Grinder on all streaming platforms. Yeah, man, Strong Island in the building. House of Fire, Greaseball activities. You already know what the vibes are, man. I'm happy to be here. How you feeling? How's everything been?
I'm excited because it's a family thing. It's a Strong Island Records thing. We have Greezi in the house. He's going to be coming up soon to join us because, familia. We
in the building, like I said.
He's part of the production, of course, too. So shout out to Greaseball activities.
That's right.
Shout love, right? I want to know the journey to get there. I know it. I want you to tell the viewers what it takes to put at least one single that this experience, your first single out.
I mean, all right, so.
And by the way, on Sony Orchard.
Right, be sure to check that out. Okay. On all streaming platforms, download, you won't be disappointed. But, going back to what you talked about, putting together a project, right? Growing up, I felt like, I was always involved in the music. So stepping into the situation, it was like, okay, if we're going to step to the table with some music to present, what can we do to keep true to the identity, be able to target the market, and still do, what's right, like within regards of the artist. So within myself, if I'm going to do this, I had to sit down and really figure out what type of picture I wanted to paint. And, we stepped to the plate with a selection of songs. The one that got picked was the choice. And, I feel like it was just good because with this record, we're able to bridge the gap of the market between, what's out today and have some substance a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool that we could drop a record that, caters to, a different type of crowd.
Plus, it's an introduction to you as the artist.
It's a solid record. It's fun. I'm not getting crazy with it, but we're still having, it's a good record. So
I know this.
Right, definitely.
And I want them to go check it out because it's absolutely a hit.
Right, we got the video coming up soon as well, so stay tuned for that. A lot of things in the works. So, it's just full steams ahead. We found the right one, and now it's just, we about to launch and just see what happens,
and
right?
That's it.
Right.
And you got the video coming up, and
definitely.
you have anybody that you're working with particularly or doing anything with, or
right, definitely.
Can I get any real talk, little bit like?
So let me just talk about a little bit about what I do. So House of Fire is my brand, and what it represents is about the independent artist.
Okay.
So I dabble in a lot of different areas of music. It's not just rapping. As an artist, I'm able to sit, record artists, engineer them, cultivate them, and be able to give them an environment where they feel free creatively to be able to paint their picture as they feel. So being able to do that, I've met many people of different walks of life, and has been able to helped me become the business person that I am now, because my network is very well involved with what I do, because it's an ecosystem that I'm building.
Okay.
So, you know, there's a plethora of people that I work with hand in hand. You know, my pillar, my pillar that holds the house up, you know, my lifelines, you know, is Greaseball Activities, definitely one of my mentors. You know, right now I'm working with a couple of independent artists. I'm working with a couple of independent platforms. The idea is to make a multimedia conglomerate.
Okay.
Being able to provide all the resources that artists need to be able to pursue their dreams and have good quality, and then learn how to take that quality and make something of it with their social media.
So it's basically the correct form of artist development.
I guess you could say that artist development seems to be missing now, and what I've been
It's been
fortunate
for
to
a
be able to
while,
do, is be able to create a space where artists can get together and exchange ideas, build, and be able to find their true self in that.
How do you learn to separate the artist, Mike Fuego, from the engineer, the artist developer, the, you know, mentor, which I know you are as well, and so much. I mean, you have many hats.
Right.
How do you learn to separate now? Because I know I have to take a little of that blame of like, you got to get in, because you, when I see you as an artist, obviously I don't represent nothing but the way I say the best.
Right.
And I don't mean that you're better than this person or that person's better than you. You're your best.
Yeah, we all have our own level of excellence.
And when I see you, I see that in
Right.
you, because you're genuine to
you.
what you do and considerate to what others do. And that could be taken,
Well-
you know, in this industry, it's not, and I've told you this, and we all live and we learn.
Yeah, definitely.
But to see that you finally took a year and said, you know what, yeah, this, and I used to hear, we used to sit there and you're like, yeah, look, and you play music.
Right.
Now you're finally here.
Well, I mean, there is no difference. All of those things that I do is who I am, because it's not just me rapping. I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist.
Right.
And within that, you know, I paint. Whatever that medium may be, whether it's shooting a video or sitting there and engineering a session and talking with an artist through their session and breaking it down, you know, there's so many hats to wear, but it's me wearing them.
Right.
You know, and being able to sit in those chairs and be able to do all these different things help mold me, because I'm working with people and learning how you know, if I hear them and I can help them fine tune their shit, now I know how to troubleshoot mine.
Gotcha.
And be able to do what's true to myself, and still be able to put it within the machine so it could work and make it work for itself.
Right.
Because the goal is to make it a residual thing.
But you really,
You know what I mean?
literally, you freestyle most of your stuff. People don't know this.
All right, so yeah, so I mean, when I started doing music, I was the artist. And, you know, when I had my son, I had to figure out how I can still do music and be able to make money off of it.
Yeah.
And everybody's chasing a deal. And at the time, you know, that's what it was. And now the independent artist thrives because they can do it on their own.
Right.
But nobody has direction. So I was like, all right, I was young. I decided to teach myself how to engineer. I had a little bit of guidance through the situations I had. My parents did music. I learned. You know, I learned on my own. I read books. I didn't go to school, but I was able to finesse it so that way I can be able to feed my son through doing music.
Right.
And I feel like, okay, how do I make this into more?
Right.
I gotta provide what I didn't have as an artist to the people that I'm working with.
Right.
Give them that, you know, troubleshoot. You know what I mean?
Right,
That the personal work through their
and
things.
even the push like
Right.
that.
You know what I mean? I gotta
absolutely.
be that for them, so that way I feel like I'm doing my life's purpose.
Yeah.
So when it came to doing this, I'm like, okay, I opened up my studio, and I didn't feel like I didn't feel that success I thought I was gonna feel, because my music was missing. That's my therapy. So I'm like, all right, cool. So let me just jump back into my craft, and I've been able to move mountains just by doing it off of my heart.
Yeah.
All right, we already set up the foundation. We can make money doing music. We can do that, and we can work with artists and help them be great and become great through that process.
Okay.
But all right, now I've been able to place the pieces on the board where I can make my own music, have people that can take that music to the next level, and then open those doors for the community of people I work with.
Exactly.
To be able to segue an ecosystem that feeds the artist and the artist feeds, because they need a place to go to feel safe, a place to go to get that push, a place to go where they can find platforms where they can reach their other people, the bigger than the demographic that they have on their Instagram, build their platforms up so that way their numbers count, and brands will invest in them, so that way they can become, you know, great in their own right and make money off of their music by getting something that's not going to tie them into a slave deal, but rather a partnership. You know, and by learning how to do that, and now this is laying down that foundation. Okay, I've been able to do this, and along the journey, weed out the people who didn't need to be there to find the people who, you know, felt for me and were able to feed my situation and not be able to feed it back. And that's how it's supposed to be, equal.
Well,
you know,
when I hear you and I see what you're doing, I get it.
Right.
And you're doing it, and you're humble, and you're caring. You got heart. You really do. And what I want to say, and this is real talk, what about Fuego?
Well, this is it.
Well, I know, but
You know,
what I hear is always, it does take the village.
So this is it. Boom. In order for me to feel like I did whatever this is, because success doesn't have a cap. You're going to do something, meet your goal, and then you're going to want to keep going.
But that's your passion.
Right.
That's what, oops, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's your passion.
Right.
That's how true it is.
But how do I do that so that way there's longevity in it? That's how I feed myself. So, okay, boom. Everything I put my mind to, I've been able to accomplish, thank God. I've been able to open up my studio. I've been able to pursue, you know, this situation. Now I have major companies supporting me, branding with me, helping me build my situation so that way I can step to the table with the plate, you know, and not just be like, hey, I'm lit. I want to be lit. I'm lit. I got followers online. But let it have purpose. Right. Because that's fulfilling for me.
So when you gave now what you're giving, and there's a vast, I mean, it's so many different styles. I don't even want to say styles. Just the message you give us, and each track off this EP is incredible.
Right.
Because you got something like Anita Grinder.
Okay. And that's a cool record. And it sounds like a pop record. And it's cool because it has that vibe. I feel like this music, it doesn't have to have, there should be no rules.
Right.
I
agree with that.
You know what I mean? Because it's art. We are trapped into thinking that that it has to be a certain way, but you know what I mean? Music is music.
So how did this Anita Grinder come about?
So I just you know, life inspires you to write records, but at the same time we have to be able to put it down in a way that is trendy. So I went in there. The music spoke to me, you know, and I applied life and the
absolutely
idea.
Give like the vision to everything you say.
Every record has to have meaning for me, and that's just it. That's because my mother instilled that into me. It has to have purpose. And you could do word. Shout out to my mother. I love you. You know what I mean? Without you, I'll be nothing. You know what I mean? And then, you know, now I'm a father myself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what type of music am I gonna leave for my son to hear?
Right.
You know what I mean? I could do all the turn stuff, and I'm capable, and I'm gonna do that too, because we gonna do everything. But for this first project, I wanted to be able to hit every market, show a little bit of side of everything, because I'm not just gonna be categorized as one type of artist. I ain't a trap artist. I'm not a hip, I'm not a boom bap. I'm not a pop. I'm just me, and I do all. So it's like, okay, with that, you know what I mean? This is just one thing. Check out my videos. Come to the studio, see what's going on, because, you know, we're about building each other up, because nobody's going to come and give you the handout. And nobody gave me a handout. I ain't go to Guitar Center and ask for a discount or nothing. And sometimes we get those situations that you might want to help. And we do that. But, you know, the thing is, we have to invest in ourselves.
Absolutely.
And with this music, I'm investing in myself because I want to have proper representation of who I am as a person. Because I'm not trying to fit any market. I am my market.
Right. So how do you feel about this song? Like, with
I like this record. You know, she busted down for me crazy. She read the D like Mercedes. You know what I mean? You know, it sounds provocative.
That's what I love about it.
The lyrics, you listen to it. You know what I mean? I said, wasn't looking for love. I don't need that. Just need someone to stack these G's with. A chick that want me but don't need me. Don't lie to me and don't deceive me. You know what I mean? I'm talking about things that, you know, you like, for me as a man, you can do all those things physically for me, but I really need you to be there. And that was something that I feel a lot of people don't really talk about.
Right. And as a female, my perspective on
that, and that don't make you less of a man or loving a woman. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do I, you know what I mean? Like, what I need, you know what I mean? You do all these things for me, but what I need is somebody to hold it down and support me when life gets hard. And that's what I talk about. You know what I mean? You fill my cup and it overfloweth. And
you
we do that
absolutely say what girls like to hear. I mean,
but that's what I need. You know what I mean? That's real.
What it
that's
is.
life.
It's real.
Right. And that's, you know, that's beautiful, because we go through things in life that, you know, we learn. Absolutely. And, you know, every song on my project is just a life experience. And this was just something that, you know, it wasn't even to be analyzed to be like in detail. It's just a song, but it's just a song that people can relate to because it related to me. And it doesn't, you know what I mean, whether, you know what I mean, it's relatable. It's feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm bigging up, I'm not talking down, I'm not degrading women.
No,
That's
you're
the
not.
difference. You know what I mean?
No,
It sounds like
you're
it
not.
at first. I'm talking about, but I'm really talking about
Yeah.
a queen. You feel me?
But you specify
Right,
that,
and
you make
that's
clear.
that's what we as men, you know what I mean. But that's besides the point. Whatever the case may be, we're talking about good music. I'm talking
Introducing
about
though.
life. I'm talking about
Yup.
life stories. I'm talking about giving your all into something to lose it all and gain it back. You know what I mean? Going homeless. You know what I mean? Washing my ass in a bucket to be proper and composed and still going to sessions and going to work every day, trying to
Right.
make sure that I get it because I got to
Message.
show my son that I'm not going to give up, because if he sees me fail, what does that tell him? I want to show him that, you could be whatever you want to be, so long as you work hard, believe in yourself, and keep good company.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's it. Because the world is going to try to drain your energy. And in this music thing, it's so draining. There's so many energy vampires in this thing, but the thing is about being grounded.
That's the way to
and
put
that's
it.
why I built my own world. I built my own environment where I can take the artists that, that really love music and love what they do and believe in it and are talented. And even if they not talented and need to work on it, if you good and got a good heart and you believe in yourself, you're willing to invest in yourself, then come on. Let's do it, because I'm not nobody to tell you no, but you got to step with the same energy. And that's what we're trying to maintain, is that energy. Keep it reciprocal.
That's that great message.
Right.
And they need that. I want to give the people what they came to hear.
All right?
And we're going to come back with some more.
I know we covered a lot just now, but yeah, go ahead, let's
but
set it
there's
off.
a lot. I want
Yeah.
you to set it off. Let
All right,
them know.
so, all right, world, presented to you, you know what I mean? It's your boy Mike Fuego, House of Fire, Strong Island Records, Greaseball Activities. If you don't know, now you know. This is the new single from Heaven to Hollywood, Anita Grinder, out on all streaming platforms. Video coming soon. Stay tuned.
Strong Island Records, baby.
Let's get it.
She bustin' down for me crazy. She rather deal in Mercedes. She slipping up like a spaghetti. And she wanna be my lady. I need a grind, never lazy. And I ain't got no time for crazy. She says she wanna be a ride or die. Say hold it down, let it grind. She bustin' down for me crazy. She rather deal in Mercedes. Slip it up like a spaghetti. And she wanna be my lady. I need a grind, never lazy. And I ain't got no time for crazy. She says she wanna be my ride or die. Say hold it down, let it grind. Wasn't looking for love, I don't need that. Just need someone to stick these G's with. Others that want me but don't need me. Don't lie to me and don't deceive me. And if you need me, you can hit on my phone. She started making it look easy. She only really wanna feed me. Flirting all day, man, she leave it to get sleepy. Knowing I'm out that I'm getting it. Never hitting my life stressing me. You only really want the best for me. Hold it down when life be testing me. Make me wanna give the best. Keep it low key, she be moving proper. Got a problem, she probably gon' get it poppin'. Hold it down when I was on my bottom dollar. When you exchange that energy, you empower and I can get enough. The way she moving made me switch it up. Them other chicks, I had to give them up. She my rider, my getaway driver. Wanna be my wizard, my rib like what's in my gut. Know when she say my name when I'm in the guts. My cup overflow with when you fill it up. Motivated, inspire me, built me up at times when life get hard. So she wanna give to me in the morning. She wanna be the one I call when I'm lonely. Want me to be the one she call when she on it. I just need you to hold it down. Wanna wake up and see you in the morning. Video ain't call when you're lonely. Video ain't call when you're on it. I just need you to hold it down. She was definitely crazy. She rather deal in Mercedes. She slipping up like a spaghetti. And she wanna be my lady. I need a grind, never lazy. And I ain't got no time for crazy. She says she wanna be a ride or die. Say hold it down, let it nigga grind. She bustin' down for me crazy. She rather deal in Mercedes. Slip it up like a spaghetti. And she wanna be my lady. I need a grind, never lazy. And I ain't got no time for crazy. She says she wanna be my ride or die. Say hold it down, let it nigga grind.
I'm sweating even more.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, I'm telling you, awesome, fantastic. I love it. It gets
you.
me, like I said, it's got the girl sweating her hair out and everything. It's like
Appreciate you. Thank you.
bien papi shampoo. Nah, definitely. I'm proud of the project. I'm proud of what you did. I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah,
because
man.
the video is gonna be a problem. I can hear what you're saying, and if you bring that to light like you do with the words,
we
which
got a
I
nice-
know you will,
We got some nice.
you know, you have some ideas for
No,
it.
we got a dope treatment put together. I got Cloud Kick or Piff directing the video. We work
Okay.
with French
Shout
Montana,
out
Yo
to
Gotti.
you.
You know what I mean? So everything's set forth properly. But like I said, the album Heaven of Hollywood is just about life experiences coming to growing up. You know what I mean? And that's just one part. You know what I mean? I got other records. I got life records. I got songs that get you moving. The next single coming out soon. Stay tuned. It's called Don't Know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that's
A little sneak
that's a
peek.
club banger. That's not really too. That's more catered for the streets and for people who in tune with my vibration. You feel me?
Absolutely. You can go check out a little snippet of that at House of Fire NYC on
Right,
Instagram.
definitely. Check it out.
There's
House
a
of Fire
little
NYC.
sneak peek there.
We got a couple of things going on with that. Yeah, we working on that. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna come out soon. But yeah, I'm really excited for this.
You're doing a lot.
Monumental.
I'm saying you're doing a lot. I know you also have a show coming to Strong Island Television.
Right,
Off our
definitely.
channel on Roku, off
Right,
our
right,
channel.
right.
And for those who do not know, we have now Fire and Binge added to our roster. And it's just growing more and more. And we're going to talk more about that when we
Yeah.
get Greezi up here, too.
Definitely, yeah.
So,
definitely fortunate for those situations because we've been able to create this platform where, it caters to the independent artists. Like I said, it always goes back to that. And with this platform about to be on air everywhere,
Yeah.
What did you say, 80 million
Well, it's
homes?
40 million in one and 40 million in another.
Collectively,
And then
and,
collectively, you're looking at about over 100 million within just our platforms.
And it's beautiful because, like I said, we've been able to create something organic
Yes.
and something that's for the people as well. So
Absolutely. And we're going to have the
that's
underground.
The underground, yeah, coming soon. Strong Island TV on Roku. You guys got to check it out. It's in the works. We got 4 episodes already filmed, working on it. Independent artists investing in themselves.
That's right.
Music videos. Shout out to everybody who's been staying tuned. Like I said, it's going to be phenomenal because we're able to, like I said, just help change millions of lives with what we
and
do.
shout out to Kaiser, K-Shark TV.
Yeah, K-Shark
Definitely
TV,
got to
Privy
shout them
Life,
out.
everybody who's working with us right now, we got a lot going on. So, much love to you guys. Stay tuned. We on a roller coaster right now, so it's about to be, a little crazy. I'm
Yes.
just ready for everything. So
I'm super
full
excited
steam
about
ahead.
everything.
Definitely.
I mean, this was just, like I said, it's the beginning.
Yeah.
We did what we did. We put in that work. You've hit the stage here.
Right.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
We're waiting for all of the situation to boil over.
Yeah.
We're going to get into some commercials, and then
Okay.
we're going to come back with our special, he's not even guest, a special familia in the
Right,
house.
right,
You already
right,
know
yeah.
Greaseball activities. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. We'll be right back. Real Talk Live TV. Strong Island
Let's go.
Records, baby.
Right.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
And we are back. StrongIsland.com, Strong Island Television, Real Talk Live TV. We are here. We have come into the stage, or came to the stage and sat down. The unbelievable, the incomparable, the man himself. Greezi. Welcome. Welcome to Real Talk Live, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
La
having me.
familia, la familia. I finally got you. I got you to come in.
Well, yeah.
We're doing social distancing, okay, but we're family.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to get to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
is.
I'm on deck.
I got him in
Yeah.
Long Island and Strong Island, so I appreciate that. You've been working with Fuego. I met you through Fuego. I met you through the whole House of Fire Studios. You are
Right.
House of Fire
Yes, that is
Studios
home.
NYC. You are Strong Island, okay, entertainment. second to none entertainment. I mean, you fams. You know, so
Well,
thank you for being in my life. I'm blessed to have someone like you. You are an artist, a creator, a character. You are something. I mean, to be around you, you have to have, you bring life. So I appreciate that. But
Wow.
let everybody know a little more about you, Greaseball.
I mean, what can I say after such a lovely introduction?
I appreciate you.
But no, I'm here for Fuego. I'm here to support Fuego on this journey that we've been on for quite some time now. It's longer than the time he explained putting the project together, but it's all about Anita Grinder right now.
That's right.
I didn't really want to come talk too much about myself because I'm here for Fuego.
No,
Well,
yeah,
you
yeah,
are
I mean,
part
Like,
of,
there you
you
go.
are a
Make sure
part,
y'all go
a
get
major
that
part.
Anita Grinder. It's on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
But me,
That's right.
you know, like you said, I rap
Mm-hmm.
a little something.
a little something.
I rap a
something.
little
Little
something. I got a couple of projects out right now.
And we're
on
we're
Bandcamp.
definitely, gonna get into
Um,
all of that with you soon when we put you on the couch and you bring me the music I asked you to bring
Right,
me.
right. No,
Yes, I'm
I'm-
putting you on the spot.
I'm actually, it's getting sent as we speak right now.
Yeah, okay.
I contacted some people and they're sending it right over. My people's
Okay,
gonna
I don't
send
got
it
my
over
watch
to
on.
your people.
Right.
We're
But,
here though, but you are also a producer on the project. Heaven
Oh
on
well,
Hollywood.
that was just love. I'm more than happy and pleased and honored to have even made the project.
Nah, the honor
Like-
is mine because
Like real talk.
you know how hard it was. Listen, you and I built longevity, within our friendship, and it's deeper than just music because you're my
Right.
brother. But my thing is like this, you know what I mean? We have 3 strong projects just with you, and
True indeed.
going back to what we were talking about earlier, you know what I mean? Like you being a pillar, there's a lot of guidance in that too. So you being able to put something for my project was just like a piece of the puzzle that I needed. So you know what I mean? That joint is called My Way. On Heaven of Hollywood is track 8. You know what I mean? Check it out. It's about to be out there soon.
It coming. It coming soon. It's coming
so,
soon.
you know what I mean? We
It's
just-
an amazing song too. I mean, I've seen you there. Obviously, we're House of Fire. We be there together, and the times that we are together in the studio, it's
Right.
really freaking magical. And I have to say it. And I've been in the studios from like back in the days to now, as have you. We've been in this industry forever. Born into it, raised into it, and just the fertility of it.
Right.
Hip hop in itself, and it's just something that when you're in the studio, I told you this, I don't click with many people in the studio. I stay away. I know how to move.
Right, right.
Some people don't want people around in the studio. They want this, that. But you're there. You're like a militant brother. Like, nah, you gotta bring it back, and you wouldn't mind going over and over something until you feel that it's right. You're not rushing. You're not, you're aggressive in that creative way. If you understand what I'm saying, it's to the point where you get your point across. And I've actually seen you, in act. Like you will go into
action.
like action, and I'm like, okay, and you go in.
As far as revisiting and continuing, like repeating the work on something, that's just because I'm like anal retentive. I'm like a perfectionist as far as what I do is concerned. But the aggression just comes from, I don't know, I think that comes from being young and going into the studio very early. And like I was lucky enough to have an engineer because I was paying for my time back in the days, and I was lucky enough to have an engineer to teach me all the tricks that engineers do to waste and milk time. So I think that attitude developed from that time. Very
I
young.
love it. I love it.
You
When
know
you're
what
in
I
the
mean?
studio, it's like me. I'm always like, make sure you do this. You got to do it. What are you doing? This is your time. Get in there. How
Right.
was it working with Fuego while you saw him develop this project from not only, I like to say bits and pieces from his past, but also still add on just the right sound to make it into this EP. How did you see him? How do you see it? How
It
did
was
you?
a headache because like he sucked. I'ma just keep it straight.
Real talk.
Real talk. Live with Miss Cookie the Queen.
I suck.
He sucked because it took a
love
long long time of just constantly telling him, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it.
That's the
just
hardest
do
thing
it.
about being an artist, though.
Just
You're
do it.
your own worst critic. But, you know, we pushed through and we did what we did, you know what I mean? And it came out fire.
I mean, I can't even front. He did the same thing for me.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, he did exactly that for me.
Yeah.
On many occasions. I mean, I brought myself in to do what I was doing, but it was a lot of songs that, you know, I was iffy on, and he did that for me.
Right.
You know, like he said, he did exactly what he said in the earlier piece. He provided a place for me to feel comfortable and free enough to do what I needed to do. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about how it was working on his project. Like I said, it was a headache because I pretty much had to tell him to just do it. But it had gotten to a point where he just, I don't know, he just surprised me. I just, like,
How
I used
so?
to,
Like,
because I used to come to the studio and, like, I'd walk in and he'd be in the booth recording himself. Right, he was
Yes.
recording himself.
I told you.
So,
I know. It's
like, that part of it is actually, it was fun for me. And I don't know how much you realize this. Like, it was fun for me because his creation process is like, I'm not going to use words like organic, but it's a very free consciousness of flow.
Yes, absolutely.
Like she said, he freestyled
the whole project.
his whole project.
The whole project.
And it's like amazing for me just to watch him create his songs.
I do. I mean, seeing him run back and forth with his wireless keyboard, going back and forth, doing this, and I'm looking at him like, what the heck? And I was in awe, and I'm very.
No, but he wouldn't even let me help him.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
it.
I just used to be sitting there.
I'm serious, but he knows. That's why I want the viewers.
Right,
viewers, and
I be there with the button, hitting the button, like, go. I'm telling him what I gotta do. Like, nah, I gotta do it better. Let's go. Talking to him, but talking to myself.
And it's insane. And we see the little window. We have the little window while we're here, and he's in there. And yeah.
No, it was good though. It was good.
It's absolutely an incredible.
That whole project, that time was just bonkers. That whole process, just because, you know, I was growing up while I was doing it. You know what I mean? And that was the beautiful thing about the whole project because, you know, we trying to find wholeness within doing this. And for me, like I said, it's therapy. So, you know, being able to have those moments where we in cohesion and we working and the synergy's right, and you know, he's just like he said, sitting there laughing at me, bug out in the booth.
Right.
But him being there meant something. You know what I mean? That support. You know what I mean? That reassurance. You know, that's why I say you gotta have your right team, and you know, I don't need 100 people with me no more. You know what I mean? All I got is I got 5, 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, out of
all you need.
You know what I mean? I just, you know,
quality over quantity.
That's all I need. You know what I mean?
Except those numbers keep them rolling.
Right. No.
I need a grinder.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna do something different.
Listen,
I feel like
all streaming platforms.
That's right.
All streaming platforms. I feel like I'm just bridging the gap with this. And like I said, I've been very fortunate to have good influences and good people around me to seek knowledge from and troubleshoot my life journey.
But in that way, you are open. And I would love for my viewers and everyone out there checking us out on StrongIsland.com, Strong Island Television, Real Talk Live, to go do your research on Mike Fuego. Because the fact of the matter is he's not putting things out just to put things out. Although he's killed challenges out there like the So Brooklyn Challenge, which you could also find at House of Fire Studios NYC on Instagram. You know, the way you do what you do, the way you move, I'm proud of it. I'm always, you know, my name is on you. You're certified through everything. And even God knows it's your time. Because the way you do what you do is selfless. You're not selfish at all. You think about others always. And that's proof. You guys heard it. You guys seen it. You told fuego, 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 but for them and for this, and that's you. You for the people. Your Taino blood shows. And I love you for that so much because honestly, the way you do what you do is so needed in this industry. And these are people, we've been in it, okay? And Grease, you know how it is. They play us out here, you know, it's very difficult. You know, you see what's going on in the world today. It's hard enough to live, you know, no matter what shade we are,
life is a journey,
where we come from,
you gotta figure it out,
you know. But at the end of the day, I always say, everybody's like separating us. We're all one race.
Nah,
we're
that's
humanity.
a fact.
And in this industry, this platform is
need
a
each
way
other.
to help others
This is-
and to be able to do those things you want to do. So I thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Know?
I appreciate your acknowledgement, because the problem with today
Mm-hmm.
is that, industry is ego driven and it's not community based.
Yeah.
We can support each other and still be great. And I've been able to make my own village of artists that, help me grow to be a better person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to figure out my next level.
Right.
Because I want to be all I could be, so I can set a good example. Not just for my son.
Well, that's
but
what we need.
For the people, even for
Right.
artists trying to figure out what they want to do. We all got to run a route. We got to figure out what our journey is, what our path is, what our path is. If you're going to be an artist, how to, make music, record, what's counting bars, what's
Yeah.
song structure, what's a hook, what's a bridge.
Right.
You know what I mean? How long should I make my records? Then after it's done, how do I package it? How do I get it presentable to give to somebody? What is an EPK?
Market
What
it.
shows do I
Right.
do? How do I get it? All these things that you got to figure out and then mess up and run the wrong way and meet people that are going to
Absolutely.
take your money and all this other stuff, and you're just doing shows for no purpose and stuff
Right.
like that. Nah, we need to build a system, a machine, an ecosystem built for the artists to help the companies and the artists thrive together. And we
Right.
can provide them with resources, showcases, platforms that help them get their numbers up online so they can be worth something, get their equity up as an artist. That's how I'm doing
But
it.
that guidance
You know what I mean?
lacks, and we know this. And we used to have back in the days,
Right.
mainly the major labels, they would have the artist development department.
Right.
But what happens? That all goes into the budget. That all goes to the artist. Ends up, this. You got to pay back this, and you got to pay back that.
Nobody cares about these
Nowadays,
things no
most
more.
artists are supporting themselves,
Yeah.
Right.
but they still need the guidance.
Because
the
they
guidance
can get,
that you are
they can
providing.
they can get lit online. The problem with getting lit online and doing all these things is good because you can reach the people quick. You
Right.
can put one video out and pop.
Yeah.
But how do you secure it?
What's your ultimate goal? Right.
How do you make
What's
that
the
long-term bread? Like, I mean,
Right.
you're gonna get lit. You're gonna get 100 bands. You're gonna blow it. On what? A car? You know what I mean? Nah. Like, we gotta invest in ourselves.
ultimate? Right.
And we gotta support each other in order to do that. You keep your money in your circle, it's gonna come back to you.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So we build amongst people that are building. Everybody that I deal with has their own world, has their own universe,
Right.
has their own community. So we work with these people because we enrich them and they enrich us.
Correct.
And together we can revitalize music.
Right.
We can revitalize what hip hop means to some people. Nobody cares about these things.
Right.
Some people still do. But I do this for my heart. That's because I want long term.
Right.
You want to do this and get lit? Go ahead, go for it. We can make you look lit too. What up? You know what I mean? But
exactly.
it's like, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to do with it, that's your priority. You know what I mean? Prerogative, right? My thing is this. Let's just do something that has meaning, has purpose, and that's going to echo through eternity.
Okay.
You know, we do this, residual income, long term. Chasing our dreams helps heal ancestral trauma. While we doing music, I do
Speak
this
on
for
it.
a
Real
deep,
talk.
you know what I mean?
what, Fuego? You're right. That being
Don't leave
said,
me hanging.
right now, declare
We out here.
myself
That's it.
live.
Yeah, we out here. We doing this
A
thing. You feel
production
me?
manager
We lit.
of Strong Island TV.
I put too much in my
on
heart.
Real Talk
Yeah.
TV Live. And what y'all
They're
need
not
to
hearing
do
it. You know what I mean?
is
But they
holler
will.
Nah, word.
so we could flood this platform and do what we need to do to bring hip
We got
hop
the
back.
keys. We about to take over. That's the thing. But we
And
we
you just
set.
say that, you
we
say
got
you
the
ain't counted,
keys.
but you got the keys.
Right, but the thing is, we setting up a foundation so that way we can do that. This is how
Yeah,
we
so,
thrive. You know what I mean? It's
that's
set in
how-
stone.
That's the only way we're gonna stay afloat.
Yeah.
Is if we build the boat.
Right.
And we got the boat.
So what's your
Nothing-
message overall
push
to the artists out there trying to get onto this? Not only with us here, with the whole family, Strong Island, House of Fire. What do you suggest for those out there who are lost? Where to begin? Because
Okay.
if they don't know and they don't know how to line up everything that you're saying that you're providing or we're providing, what is the first step? That's it. Just the first step for them to start. What would be you would suggest?
Get focused, get your money up, and invest in yourself.
Okay.
That's it.
Know your path, man. know what
believe
you
in
want to
yourself
do.
Yeah.
and work towards that. You know what I mean? Know what your purpose is. Know what you really want to do. Like, I wanted to be a rapper. I just wanted to rap. That's all I wanted to do. And then I sat in the chair. And then I done through shows. And then I did through interviews and podcasts
Right.
and shot videos and judged contests and, you know what I mean, worked, interned for big companies like Power and all these other things. And it's like, yo, we learn how the machine works to make our own machine. And this is how I build my machine, because what we need is a way to be heard.
Build your
what I mean?
brand.
We
Build your brand.
Yeah, so
And that's
build
what
your
I'm
brand
all
up.
about.
Reach
You
your
know that's
people.
what we do.
Build your village.
And what do I always tell you? We have to do it, like you said, our communities.
Right.
We have to build. We have to do what we have to do.
We
The
all we got.
the music community has fallen apart because those who haven't been strong enough, and that's real talk,
Not
to
everybody's
not be
built.
able to really hold this weight. Everybody wants to be a part of this. You think it's easy? These guys get tired of waiting for me in the back 2-3 hours, and I'm still not happy. You know, it is what it is. This is part of it. There's so much, you know, there's so much that goes behind all of this. And I want to give a special shout out to Bobby Lacera, LA, the boss, Strong Island Records founder and president, for everything that he's been doing behind the scenes
Without
alone.
him, this couldn't happen.
With all this COVID going on, with all the unfortunate, you know, mayhem that's going on. Instead of projecting more and adding and feeding it, all I want to tell everyone is to please make sure that we think and rethink. If we're not going to think for ourselves and we're not going to think about the youth right now, think about how our ancestors who actually went through what they went through. And don't be looking at me so crazy because yo soy boricua taína, all right? So in case you don't know, go do your research, all right? The fact of the matter is that they never went against anything or anyone, okay, from their masters to whatever it was. They did their job. It sucked that they had to go that way, but we are here today because of what they went through, and they would be disappointed to see what we're doing to ourselves alone.
No.
Not only to others and what others are doing to us. I am not minimizing it, okay? But I refuse to feed that energy because I believe in God. I believe in our people. I believe that if we continue to build our communities and just see each other for not what they're calling us, not what they're saying we are, remember, it's not only the whites doing it. Okay, it's all of us. We all do it to one another. We got to stop. It's not all the cops. Although we have issues with that situation, we also have to understand that our children, I saw a video today, broke my heart. This little girl started crying when she saw a cop coming to her because she was afraid. And we're forgetting those are our children. Okay, if we instill that in their brain, we have to let them know that it's not like that. We cannot tell them that everyone is like that. Unfortunately, we're in a world, real talk, that we don't know who's right and who's wrong and who to trust and who not to trust. That's why we need to keep our family and loved ones together. We got to stop going after our own loved ones. And this goes from personal, okay? And they could hear it. This is Real Talk Live TV, again, on StrongIsland.com. We speak the truth. I want to make a difference. And the difference, I always say it on every show, from Sorry Not Sorry to Real Talk, resolve. Let's start resolving some of these issues, and we're going to have to do it ourselves, okay? Go vote. Go do what you got to do. Make it matter, okay? But it starts from home. Let's keep our lives, our loved ones together, and let's pray for those that we've lost. Let's pray for those who are so evil to do the things that they do, no matter what they're wearing, no matter what shade you are. Before COVID, before the unfortunate, disgusting murders of people in general, we had murders and rapes and killings and overdoses every day. These are things we need to help stop. And again, with the community, with the music, okay, with the artistry, okay, it will to do a better, to break out of that, because that's what Greezi does. Go to Greaseball. IG, the IG. This man will make you.
Greasy at Greaseball Greasy. That's Greaseball Greasy. GREEZI. GREEZI.
Yeah, and definitely with what you're saying, you know, we have to remember that, you know, we are one. We are the same. You know what I mean? And that's even within the hip hop community, how it's so divided. You know what I mean? Don't matter gender, era.
Doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Type of music you do, you know. It's music, you know what I mean? We all painting, you know, we need to support each other, and that's what we're aspiring to create. You know,
I'm curious. I know you know this song. I see this is an old school test of hip hop.
Oh boy.
I know you do. Okay, do you remember Self-Destruction?
Of course, that's my
Headed
shit.
for self-destruction.
Huh?
Self-destruction. I don't remember that. I remember that.
Right? It's kind of like, I feel like we need the community of hip hop to join together and do something as a message. I know it may sound corny. I know some people might be like, huh, but I think it would be nice to have all kinds of all hip hop and just put it together and do a self-destruction, you know,
That
of
would
what
be
we're
dope.
doing.
Right.
Check it out. Somebody out there, holla at your
Right,
girl.
right.
Call Fuego and call
There's a couple of
Greezi.
things in the works. We're talking about, you know, doing collaborations with people from every borough, and you know, just putting it all together on one platform where they can get shine and
that's
show
wonderful.
get all the elites of the,
Yeah.
of everybody's neighborhood, and just do songs together, and then put that out on a platform where they can show it. Like, look, there's hundreds of artists out there that are talented and deserve a chance, you know. But you know, we have to make that way. You know, we gotta create it. So,
Absolutely.
you know, that's, like I said, unifying our people together to be able to do that. That's
It
the
has
goal.
to be done because
Yeah.
that platform that we have, you know how many youngsters out there, how many people in general go to music, whether it's R&B or whatever, you'd be surprised, even hip-hop. It's a way for them to escape. It's a way to say, wow, I could relate. Oh, he get it. Okay,
Helps
or
you
she
get
get
through things. Music is power. It's magic.
Exactly. So we got to do that. We got to put out that kind of, you know, energy and together form that unity again. You know, just
Yeah,
grow,
definitely. Right.
be better for ourselves. Like I said, be the best that we can be.
Right.
And I always said, and I learned from my mistakes, I was weak. When I reacted to things, and that wasn't me being strong, and I was trying to be strong, like hard or whatever. No, when you react to things and let it control you instead of you controlling it, you become a weakling. You become a weak person. And
Control
guess
yourself,
what?
right.
You lost. So be strong, overcome. You could do it. I've done it.
We
We've
all
all
do
done
it
it
every day.
You know, and some of us own it. Some of us, you know, still learning. We're working on it. But one thing we have to do is that.
It gets hard because when you see those obstacles day to day, you know, you just gotta know how to be proactive through your oppression or your depression, you know, and push through, because you gotta remember at the end of the day that we ourselves are worth what we want.
Absolutely.
And we are
And
worth
anything
it.
in life.
You know what I mean? We are worthy of whatever it may be. You just gotta figure it out and find it. You know,
No
but
matter how hard
right.
it may
Yes,
get.
well, nothing in life that's worth having is
pushing.
easy to get.
Right.
And
That's
if
real
it is,
talk.
then you know
Manifest.
what? That's the way I felt after my experience, where I said, you know what? I did that to escape what I'm supposed to be learning from.
Right.
No, I was supposed to learn from this.
Right,
God
right.
gave me the chance. Here I go. Now I'm here. And I'm not worried about what people say about me no more.
Right.
Real talk. And I'm not worried about what they feel that I am or was or this or that, because you don't know me.
No.
You know her from then. That's not me.
Nah,
Yesterday's gone.
We are ever changing and learning. If we're conscious and open minded to it, you know, the growth doesn't stop. You know what I mean? We just trying to, like I said, if you conscious of it and you want change, you're gonna try to change to be your best version.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
I wish
gotta
we
do
could
that.
continue all freaking night. I love
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah, we
but
got
I want
deep.
to
We
make
diving
sure.
deep right now.
Dive in.
We
We
dove
deep.
deep.
That's real
Right,
talk,
right,
baby.
right, right.
Real talk live. You already know. But
Definitely.
I do. I don't know where to look.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm just
I want to
happy
make
to be
sure that you tell who you want to tell, how much you love them, how much you appreciate them.
Oh man!
So to the
to
camera,
my
let everybody
family,
know.
to my team, to my people, to the people that I speak with daily. You know, to my motivation, to my son, to the world. You know what I mean? You know, I love you for spending this time with me. Thank you. You know, we have a lot more to come. This is only the beginning. Like I said, building multimedia conglomerates. You know, it's about to be a beautiful day.
Where can they find you?
Anita Grind is out now on all platforms. You
There you
can
go.
find me on Instagram at House of Fire NYC. We are ever changing. We are ever growing. You know, like I said, trying to be our best versions. But we got the best independent music, all the best underground artists coming to the spot right now. So I promise you, New York City, the world, that this, you know, if you're looking for some place to get a little bit of everything but original raw, we about to have it to you. So, you know what I mean? I'm very proud of the people I got around me, and I'm very proud of the artists I'm working with and the team. But like I said, Heaven of Hollywood is coming out soon.
Right.
Anita Grinder out on all platforms. It's your boy Mike Fuego. We live with Miss Cookie
Strong
the
Island
Queen.
Records,
Strong
baby.
Island Records. Shout out to Bobby Lucera. One more time, without you, this would not be possible.
Salute.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we out here.
Yeah,
Right.
Greasy. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Greaseball Greezi. That's Greezi on Instagram. And tomorrow you can catch me in Bed-Stuy with Smith and Wesson in Bucktown, USA, doing a food drive. They're doing a food drive
Let 'em know.
tomorrow in Brooklyn on Stuyvesant Avenue and Gates. Okay, that's at 4 p.m. Come out, free all day while supplies last. Greaseball activities.
Let's go.
Brooklyn in the house, without a doubt. definitely. Shout out to Smith and Wesson. You already know, of the legends in the industry. Hip hop all day, every day. It's another episode. Anita Grinder, Strong Island Records.
Word,
I
go
don't
get
know.
that.
It's what it is. All digital platform. I'm Miss Cookie the Queen. Real Talk Live TV. Each and every hump day. You already know, each and every Wednesday night here, only here on StrongIsland.com. You can check us out on all the platforms. You already know we everywhere. So once again, thank you to everyone tuning in. Thank you to the Mama Fuego for bringing such life to us. You know, we appreciate you, Ma. We love you.
Mama
Shout out to my whole
Fuego.
Second to None Entertainment family. My blacks, you heard. We love you. Mwah. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Good night.
Peace.